what I just saw from the highlights that Andrew opened the show with, is that it is standard operating procedure that a player will say to a caddy, what's the distance, and they drop the one. Right? Do you have Nat sound in this? Here, back it up again.
Tiger, rush it up run. There. Yeah, run. Run, Tiger, run. Let me see you run up there, dog. How far?
99. Now, the difference here, of course, is when a player's on the course and it's a 199-yard shot, if he was confused and thought it was 99, it's impossible to have that confusion because you're looking at reality. Here, perhaps it was him looking at the screen, and then to see the reaction later on, I think Tom Kim's overdoing it a little bit. I didn't get it as that hilarious. I mean, it was, I don't know. I'm not sure how to process this, Don, with what took place. How did it go down when you watched this part of it live?
Well, I did see it live unfold, and I would say that my take is a little bit unique. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I don't. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I am suspicious that Tiger Woods did that on purpose. I really am.
Why? Because his team was getting crushed, and it's kind of like a highlight reel?
That's a simple version of it, but yes. Okay. I think he wasn't playing well. I mean, obviously his mother just passed away. You're going to hear from him later on. He spoke to the press afterwards. He's obviously got a lot going on in his life. Golf has not been at the forefront of anything right now. He put his clubs away for a while. And he did not hit the ball well last night at all. Obviously, it's in simulators and whatever, but it's kind of his league. It's Rory's league. It's their baby. They're trying to get it off the ground. They're trying to generate interest. They're trying to make it unique and different and fun and show more personality, not only of themselves, but of the other players on tour, and to do things a little differently. And I absolutely think they're doing all those things. And I think that video that you watched and the way that unfolded was very unique. It was funny. It was silly. It was different. The guard was down. Maybe he didn't do it on purpose at all. Maybe it's just how it unfolded. But either way, I think that that's precisely what they want it to look like. That's what they want TGL to become long term. This kind of banter, funny, the line between serious and competitive, and funny and silly and personality driven. So when I saw it live, I was immediately suspicious. Like you were mentioning, making that type of mistake is a little unusual for a tour player.
But maybe so not in that setting. That's the only thing that I'm throwing in there. You heard from the New York Golf Club, which crushed Jupiter Golf Links. And there's been a number of incredibly lopsided results. This one 10-3 ultimately when it was all said and done. I guess at this point the questions can be asked. Ricky was talking about it. They were like, well, what do you think about the start of TGL and how it's being received? I kind of feel the same. I know, and again, it's kind of where the golf world is at its top tier today. It's kind of where society is at the top tier today, where everything is viewed through our own individual lens. And to me, if people find TGL to be entertaining, good. I mean, I heard Billy Horschel on the way back from the gym this morning on the radio, and he said that their chief demographic is 18 to 34-year-old. That's no great surprise. With that happens also to be the fastest growing demographic in the game of golf, both of which are very encouraging. So I look at it and go, it doesn't really matter to me personally. It doesn't matter to me if you like it, you like it. I don't see any reason why. See, that's the thing with where I'm getting at, where it's almost a societal thing, goes way beyond golf, way beyond sport. It's like if you like something, you have to hate something else. It's the same position that I have relative to live. Where I hear people criticize, they don't like this, they don't like that, they don't like this. Well, some people do like it. And I say, okay, fine. If you like it, you like it. Why do we have to tear down what somebody else likes if our preference is somewhere else? To me, like I've said to you guys a million times, I view golf, instead it's top tier professional level, as a buffet. And what you may find is rancid, like the anchovies. Will you eat an anchovy, Dom? Or is that the rancid part?
What's wrong with an anchovy?
Would you eat an anchovy? I know you weren't listening to me. I could see you looking all around.
Hey, well, I'm working.
Yeah, whatever. You're working.
Yes, I've had anchovies. Yeah, I like to use it as a flavor enhancer. It's basically just salt.
Andrew thinks they're gross.
Okay.
As soon as I asked the question, he looked at you and he's like, I know what he's going to say.
You're interrupting my work for this.
Yeah, I saw that. I was in there. I don't know what you're doing in there. We're on the air live, and Dom's like toiling.
I'm working.
Vacuuming the carpet. I don't know what he was doing. It's like, if you don't mind me interrupt you just for a second. So I kind of look at it and go, hey, it's the same thing where there's more and more of this discussion about people talking about where other people get their golf entertainment from, namely on YouTube. Whoever it is, trick shot artists or, a Fat Perez, whoever it is. And they try to cast a dispersion upon that as though there's, I don't know. I don't even know what the angle is, whereas my perspective is on it. If you enjoy it, then how and why does it matter what anybody else thinks about it? That's the part that I don't get. So TGL is working for whomever it's working for. I mean, in terms of what I've seen so far, I've watched almost all of the matches, not 100% all of the matches, but I've watched them all. And pretty much, to my eye, Jupiter Golf Links has played the worst golf of any of them. I mean, I'd say that Gaffe by Tiger, if it was, Dom thinks it was premeditated. But I'd say the Gaffe by Tiger and using a sand wedge from 99 yards when the actual electronic distance was 199. What I'm trying to figure out is from that view, go back to that wide view there for a second, Andrew. Does anywhere on those massive screens tell him the distance?
Yes.
Where?
Andrew, I don't know if you can zoom in on it, but right there where the yellow thing, it says 194.
Oh, you see the thing right in front of him.
So it says 194 in the top left there on the screen. And then if you zoom in, Andrew, I know Andrew's struggling, but on the physical actual golf course screen, it also says
above
194.
the green. You can see where it says 194. He's like,
so I think Tiger said he looked over and he says, what is that again? Because I think he saw that it didn't say 99, it said 94, and he asked, and they told him 99, which is of course 199 probably to the flagstick or whatever. So, again, it's highly suspect. But again, I don't see it as bad. I'm not none of what I'm saying is complaining.
Tiger didn't have his contacts in. He wears contacts.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't think it's bad. Even if he did it on purpose, what's the big deal?
Right, whatever.
I don't care.
What I'm getting at is, and do you have standings for this, by the way? Because we're coming down to the wire. I think the 4th is the last event. Here we go. Asking you shall receive. Bay Club. All right, are there points someplace that I'm looking at here? 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Boston Commons the worst. I said Jupiter Links was the worst, but Rory's team is the worst. Tiger's team has 1 more point. And then we just saw New York win last night. Atlanta Drive, who won on Monday night, one of the 3 matches. And the Bay Club, who won 2 of 3, atop the leaderboard. So they have 6 teams, 4 make the playoffs, and they probably had to do that because how else are you going to balance it? I don't know. Is it just me, or does it seem kind of ridiculous if you have 6 teams, only 2 don't make it? I don't know. And then you're going to have a TGL champion. So if you like it, good. You like it. I don't see any problem with that.